The internet is in shock right now after King Von's sister went live and dropped some serious words that had Asian Doll's name right in the middle of it all. And fans can't stop talking about it. For weeks, social media has been buzzing about Von's legacy, Lil Durk's silence, and Asian Doll's emotional posts. But nobody expected Von's own sister to step forward with claims that instantly divided the internet. In the live, she didn't hold back, making comments that many people believe were aimed directly at Asian Doll and her connection to both Von and Durk. Within minutes, clips started spreading across Twitter and TikTok. Some fans rushed to defend Asian Doll, saying she's always stayed true to Von. Others sided with Von's sister, arguing that she finally spoke the truth everyone was avoiding. The internet was split straight down the middle, and then came Asian Doll's response. Short, sharp, but powerful enough to send her name trending across every platform. Was it a clapback? Was it a denial? Or was it a warning of more drama to come tonight? We're breaking it all down. The sisters live, Asian Doll's response, and why fans everywhere are arguing like never before. Buckle up, because this story just hit a whole new level. The moment King Von's sister hit that live button, nobody expected fireworks, but that's exactly what they got. It started casual, her chatting with fans, answering questions about music, family, and life. But then the comments started flooding in. People asking about Von's legacy, Lil Durk's silence, and of course, Asian Doll. That's when her tone shifted. With thousands watching, Von's sister leaned forward and said words that instantly sent shockwaves through the fan base. Everybody always talking about loyalty, but not everyone was as real with my brother as they act on social media. She didn't drop names right there, but the comments section lit up with she talking about Doll and that's a shot at Asian, and she didn't stop there. She added, "You'll keep asking why I don't speak, because some of these people out here acting like family when they wasn't even around like that." Fans clipped that moment, replayed it in slow motion, and dissected every facial expression. Within minutes, the clip was all over Twitter with captions like, "She finally said it," and bombshell dropped. Asian Doll's name was trending within an hour. Half of the internet was convinced Von's sister was exposing her. Others argued she was speaking generally, not pointing fingers. But the internet doesn't do subtle, it does sides, debates and hashtags. One fan tweeted, "She didn't have to say Doll's name. We already know who she meant." Another shot back, "Stop trying to start fake beef. Von's sister was talking about industry snakes in general." The replies turned into heated threads, thousands of likes deep. Instagram blogs picked it up too. Shade pages ran headlines, like Von's sister shades Asian Doll, with clips of the live playing on repeat. YouTube reactors quickly uploaded breakdowns, pausing the video to highlight key quotes, zooming in on expressions, and throwing their own commentary into the mix. Then came the kicker, Asian Doll's response. It wasn't a full live, not even a long rant. It was a single cryptic post on her story. "Loyalty speaks louder than words. I don't gotta prove nothing to nobody." Short, sharp, but enough to explode across the internet. Fans interpreted it as a direct clapback at Von's sister's comments. Screenshots of the story were everywhere. Twitter captions read, "Doll not backing down," and "This about to get messy." TikTok detectives immediately started editing the post alongside Von's sister's live, adding dramatic music and text overlays like "Sister versus Doll." As usual, the fanbase split into two camps. Camp 1 sided with Von's sister, saying she had every right to defend her brother's legacy and call out fake loyalty. Camp 2 backed Asian Doll, arguing she's been the most vocal about Von since day one, keeping his name alive through her posts, tattoos, and public appearances. One viral TikTok had a fan crying on camera saying, "Asian Doll has been through. Enough. You're dragging her name every time somebody speaks." Another had a different fan saying, "Von's sister is just telling the truth. Not everybody crying online was really there behind the scenes." Both clips racked up millions of views, proving how divided the internet was. And then the rumors started. Some fans claimed there were old screenshots showing tension between Von's sister and Asian Doll from months ago. Others swore they remembered subliminal posts where the two had shaded each other indirectly. Reddit threads popped up with titles like "The Sister versus Doll Beef Timeline," where users pieced together old tweets, deleted posts, and suspicious likes. But the biggest twist of part 1 came when a fan page leaked alleged DMs. In the messages, supposedly from someone close to the family, the person wrote, "She tired of people using his name for clout." The internet instantly assumed this was about Asian Doll, though the authenticity of the messages was impossible to confirm. Still, the screenshots spread like wildfire. Asian Doll's supporters clapped back hard, pointing out all the ways she honored Von publicly. From tribute performances to interviews where she broke down in tears. One fan tweeted, "How can y'all say she wasn't real? She literally got his name tattooed on her." Another countered, "Tattoos don't equal loyalty. Actions behind the scenes matter more." The drama wasn't just online either. Insiders claimed other artists in the circle were starting to pick sides privately. One Atlanta rapper allegedly liked Von's sister's clip on Instagram, only to unlike it hours later when fans noticed. That move sparked even more theories. Was he siding with the family, or just trying to stir drama? Blogs added fuel to the fire with speculative headlines. Asian Doll versus Von's sister. Fans think so. Family first. Von's sister calls. Out fake loyalty. Asian Doll responds with cryptic message. Who is she aiming at? The comments sections on these posts were absolute war zones. Fans dropped snake emojis under Asian Doll's posts. Others flooded Von's sister's comments with hearts and support. Both women suddenly found their every move dissected, analyzed, and spun into content for millions of hungry viewers. And through it all, Lil Durk's name kept slipping into the conversation. Even though he hadn't said a word, fans brought him into the narrative, asking if he'd pick a side or stay silent. One tweet summed it up perfectly. "This ain't just about Doll versus sister. Durk's silence makes it messier." That's how part 1 ends, with Von's sister going live, Asian Doll clapping back, fans divided, and the internet bracing for what comes next. Because part 2, that's when the story explodes into a full social media war, with fans digging up old receipts, influencers adding their own takes, and the narrative twisting into something even bigger than just two women speaking their truth. The day after, Von's sister's live and Asian Doll's cryptic response. The internet wasn't just buzzing, it was on fire. Every gossip page, every reaction channel, every fan account had their own version of the story. People weren't just watching anymore. They were taking sides, building timelines, and pulling receipts like it was a courtroom trial. Twitter was the first battleground. One viral thread claimed to have proof that Von's sister and Asian Doll had been trading subliminals for months. It showed screenshots of old tweets with captions like, "Funny how people act like family when camera's on." The thread connected these posts to Doll's emotional tributes, suggesting that the sister was shading her the whole time. Whether the evidence was real or stretched didn't matter. Fans believed it, and the debate only grew louder. Instagram wasn't far behind. Blogs uploaded split-screen edits of Von's sister's live next to Asian Doll's response, adding dramatic captions like "War of Words" and "Sister versus Doll Showdown." One post racked up hundreds of thousands of comments in hours, with people dropping fire emojis, snake emojis, and even broken hearts to show whose side they were on. TikTok detectives took things to another level. Creators slowed down Von's sister's live, pointing at body language, lip movements, even pauses in her speech. One viral edit zoomed in when she rolled her eyes, captioning it, "That's when she meant Doll." Another edit compared her words to Doll's story post, matching them with dramatic music and text overlays like, "Clapback confirmed." As usual, the fanbase split hard. Team Sister argued she was finally standing up for her brother's legacy, saying too many people were profiting off his name. They believed her words weren't shade, but straight truth. Team Doll defended her fiercely, pointing out that she's carried Von's memory everywhere, through interviews, music, even tattoos. Comments reflected the chaos. "The sister is telling the truth. Doll been milking it. Nah, Doll was Von's ride or die. How y'all turning on her now? Durk gotta say something." This drama getting out of hand. The mention of Lil Durk kept growing louder. Even though he hadn't spoken, fans insisted his silence made everything worse. Conspiracy threads popped up suggesting Durk was intentionally staying quiet to avoid fueling the fire. One viral tweet read, "Durk ain't blind. He sees what's happening. The fact he's silent says everything." Reaction channels jumped in heavy. One popular YouTuber dropped a 45-minute breakdown titled Asian Doll vs. Von's Sister, the truth nobody wants to admit. In the video, the host argued that Von's sister was protecting family honor, while Doll was protecting her image. "This ain't just gossip," the host said. "This is a battle over who gets to control Von's legacy." And then came the receipts that set the internet ablaze. Screenshots allegedly showed a private DM from Von's sister months earlier, saying, "I wish people would stop speaking on my brother like they were there." Fans immediately connected it to Doll. Whether the screenshot was legit or edited didn't matter. It spread like wildfire. Asian Doll's fans fought back, dropping clips of her crying during interviews, breaking down when talking about Von. "This ain't clout," one fan wrote. "This is pain." They flooded her comments with hearts and angel emojis, trying to drown out the hate. Von's sister's supporters countered with their own narrative. They pointed out how Doll often tied her music releases to Von's memory, claiming it was a way to push her career. One harsh comment that went viral read, "Loyalty ain't about posts and tattoos. It's about what you do when nobody's watching." Blogs stoked the flames with headlines like, "DM leaks suggest long tension between sister and Doll." Fans debate who's really loyal to Von. Durk dragged into drama after staying silent again. The divide even reached other rappers' fan bases. One Atlanta artist liked Doll's post, and fans instantly claimed it was a sign of support. Another artist unfollowed her quietly, sparking theories he was siding with Von's family. Every comment, every move became part of the drama. And then another twist. A supposed voice note leaked, allegedly of Von's sister venting to a friend. The muffled audio included the line, "She wasn't around like that, but now she everywhere with his name." Fans declared it was about Doll. Others dismissed it as fake. Either way, it became fuel for the fire. The internet was officially split. TikTok edits labeled it "Sister's Truth versus Doll's Loyalty." Twitter polls asked fans to pick sides, with thousands of votes cast. YouTube reactors declared the drama bigger than music itself, calling it a legacy war. And through it all, Doll posted one more cryptic message. "God knows the truth, that's all that matters." Simple, but powerful. It added fuel to Team Doll's defense, while Team Sister claimed it was proof she was deflecting. Part 2 ends here, with the fanbase in all-out war, receipts flying everywhere, and Lil Durk's silence making the situation 10 times heavier. Because Part 3, that's when the story goes even deeper. Old interviews resurface, more alleged leaks drop, and fans start questioning if this drama is just a personal feud, or a battle for control over Von's entire legacy. As the online war raged on, the story refused to die down. Instead of cooling off, it only got bigger. Every time a new piece of evidence surfaced, fans treated it like a smoking gun, adding more heat to the already boiling debate. The next wave of drama came from resurfaced interviews. Fans dug up a clip from 2021, where Asian Doll spoke about Von saying, "Hey, he changed my life. I'll never stop honoring him." At the time, it was taken as heartfelt. But now, in the middle of the feud, Von's sister's supporters pointed to the clip as proof she was constantly using his name in public. Edits of the interview flooded TikTok with captions like, "Family says it's clout. Fans say it's love." Then another old clip emerged. Von's sister herself speaking after his passing, saying, "It hurts to see people acting closer to him than they really were." Fans replayed that line endlessly, claiming it confirmed she was talking about Doll even back then. The back and forth over who was closer to Von became the centerpiece of the feud. Blogs stoked the flames with dramatic headlines. Old footage reignites feud between Von's sister and Asian Doll. Was Von's legacy hijacked? Fans debate. Who's telling the truth? Twitter detectives didn't stop there. One thread compiled every time Asian Doll mentioned Von on social media, tallying up hundreds of posts. The author claimed, "No one else posts this much. It's obsession, not loyalty." Doll's defenders clapped back, pointing out how other artists dedicate entire albums to lost friends. "She's grieving, not chasing clout," one fan argued. Reddit threads blew up with theories. One popular post asked, "Is this really about Von, or is it about control of his legacy?" The top comment read, "Exactly. This ain't just personal. It's about who gets to tell his story." Fans debated whether the family or Asian Doll had the right to speak for him. The argument even spilled into the music. Producers began hinting that unreleased Von tracks might feature dedications or references that could shift the narrative. One insider tweeted, "Y'all ain't heard the half of it. The music gon' tell the real story." Fans instantly speculated whether the unreleased songs would validate Doll's connection or the family's side. Then came another alleged leak. Screenshots of private group chats claiming the family had grown frustrated with how Doll carried Von's name in interviews. One message supposedly read, "She need to stop acting like she the only one who cared." Authenticity was never confirmed, but the screenshots spread everywhere, reigniting arguments. Asian Doll stayed cryptic, dropping another post. "When you know your heart, you don't have to explain." It was vague, but fans interpreted it as another subtle response to Von's sister. Her supporters flooded the comments with encouragement, while critics accused her of playing victim. And then, the twist that shocked everyone, a clip from an old live surfaced where Von's sister appeared to be friendly with Doll. The two were smiling, laughing, even joking about Von. Fans reposted it everywhere with captions like, "So what happened? They were cool back then." The clip complicated everything, proving that at one point, there wasn't tension at all. Some fans theorized that the fallout was recent, sparked by unseen events behind the scenes. Others believed the old friendliness was fake from the start. Either way, the resurfaced clip shifted the conversation. Blogs pounced. Were Von's sister and Asian Doll ever really cool? Friendship turned feud. What changed? The internet divided even more after old clip goes viral. Reaction channels broke down the footage frame by frame, asking if smiles were genuine or forced. The debate grew bigger than just words. It became a narrative about betrayal, trust, and image. Through all this, Lil Durk's silence stayed heavy in the air. Every post about the feud had comments asking, "Where's Durk? Why won't he say anything?" Fans speculated. He was staying quiet to avoid fueling the drama, while others believed he was protecting relationships behind the scenes. One viral tweet said, "Durk knows the truth, but silence keeps him safe." The feud had officially turned into more than gossip. It became a tug of war over Von's memory, his legacy, and his story. Asian Doll claimed it through public love, Von's sister claimed it through bloodline loyalty, and fans were stuck in the middle, forced to pick sides without ever knowing the full truth. With the internet split wider than ever. Old clips resurfacing, leaks dropping, motives questioned, and Von's legacy hanging in the balance. But part 4, that's when the feud reaches boiling point, with the biggest bombshells yet, more family responses, more cryptic posts from Doll, and fans openly questioning if Lil Durk will finally be forced to speak. As if the feud hadn't already divided the internet, part 4 took it straight to a boiling point. The old interviews, the cryptic posts, and the resurfaced clips had already set the stage. But what happened next made it feel like the entire rap world was watching a live soap opera unravel in real time. The spark came from Von's sister again. She went live for the second time, this time even more direct than before. With thousands tuning in, she said, "I'm tired of people trying to rewrite history. My brother had a family, and we don't need outsiders telling our story." Fans instantly clipped the word outsiders and pushed it all over Twitter with captions like, "This gotta be about Asian Doll." Comments on the live exploded. Some dropped heart emojis in support. Others demanded she say names. A fan wrote, "If you mean Doll, just say it." While another posted, "She protecting Von's truth, let her speak." The live racked up millions of views within hours, proving just how locked in the audience was. Asian Doll didn't wait long to respond. Instead of another cryptic story, she tweeted directly, "I've always shown love, always respected Von. If speaking on him bothers somebody, that says more about them than me." Her fans celebrated it as a strong clapback, while critics claimed it was more deflection. Blogs ran wild with headlines. Von's sister doubles down, calls out outsiders. Asian Doll claps back, fans divided again. Durk dragged in, after Doll's bold response. And yes, Lil Durk's name popped back up, heavy. Fans flooded his comments, demanding he break his silence. One viral tweet read, "Durk's silence louder than all their words combined." Another said, "If Durk speaks, this feud ends tomorrow." But he won't. Then came another twist. An alleged family friend leaked a text conversation supposedly between Von's sister and another relative. The text read, "She always acting like she the main one. It's disrespectful." Fans took it as confirmation that the sister's frustration had been boiling for a long time. Whether real or not, the leak pushed the narrative further. This wasn't new tension. It was years in the making. Reaction channels jumped on it instantly, calling it the final straw. One host said, "This is no longer subliminals. This is a full-on war of words." Another argued, "Both sides think they're protecting Von, but in reality, the internet is tearing his name apart." As the drama peaked, hashtags trended worldwide. "I'm Team Doll versus I'm Team Sister." Polls showed fans nearly split 50-50. The divide wasn't just heated, it was personal. Comments sections turned into battlegrounds, with fans accusing each other of disrespecting Von's memory. In the middle of it all, another old video resurfaced, this time of Von himself. In the clip, he talked about loyalty, saying, "Everybody love you when you up. When you gone, you see who really there." Fans used the clip as ammunition on both sides. Doll's supporters said she was really there. The sister's side claimed family was always there. The same quote became proof for two opposing arguments, deepening the chaos. Asian Doll posted again, writing, "No matter what's said, I'll keep his name alive. That's forever." Von's sister fired back hours later on live. "We don't need strangers keeping his name alive. That's our job." It was the most direct back and forth yet, leaving no room for doubt that this feud was at its peak. The media frenzy grew. Mainstream outlets even began covering it, framing it as a battle over Von's legacy. Commentators debated whether public fights like this helped or hurt his memory. One podcast host summed it up. "The tragedy is turning into spectacle, and fans are eating it up." And then, as if on cue, Lil Durk finally posted something. Not a statement, not a live, just a picture of himself with the caption, "Loyalty, forever." It was vague, but that didn't stop the internet from going insane. Fans debated whether it was aimed at Asian Doll, Von's sister, or just a random caption. But because of the timing, everyone assumed it was connected. The comment sections exploded, Durk finally speaking in codes. This confirms he's siding with the family. Nah, he's telling Doll he got her back. His silence had been loud, but his vague post was even louder. Suddenly, the feud wasn't just between Asian Doll and Von's sister. Now Durk's name was officially back in the middle, whether he wanted it or not. Part 4 ends with chaos at its peak. Von's sister directly calling out, "Outsiders," Asian Doll refusing to back down. Fans split into camps, and Durk dragged in despite never naming names. The internet wasn't just watching a feud, it was watching a battle for control of Von's memory. A story bigger than gossip, bigger than shade, and still without a clear ending. So after days of lives, cryptic posts, fan theories, and endless debates, one thing is clear. This drama has taken on a life of its own. What started as Von's sister speaking her truth turned into a full-scale feud that pulled Asian Doll back into the spotlight and dragged Lil Durk's name right back into the middle. Von's sister says outsiders shouldn't rewrite his story. Asian Doll insists she's just showing love and loyalty. And Lil Durk, his silence And that one vague loyalty forever post has fans dissecting every word like it's a coded message. But the bigger question remains, who really gets to carry Von's legacy? Is it family by blood, like his sister says? Or is it those who loved him deeply outside the family, like Asian Doll claims? Fans are divided straight down the middle, with hashtags, memes, and reaction videos turning the feud into something that feels bigger than music itself. And the craziest part, this story doesn't feel anywhere close to over. More leaks could drop, more old clips could resurface, and one post from Durk could flip the entire narrative upside down again. So now it's your turn. What do you think? Was Von's sister right to speak out? Was Asian Doll justified in her response? And does Durk owe fans an explanation, or is staying silent the smartest move? Drop your thoughts down below in the comments, smash that like button if you've been following every twist, and don't forget to subscribe because this channel is breaking down every angle of this story. And trust me, the next chapter might be the wildest one yet.